Hey, I'm Krista Wex. You are listening to MSP Sound on KFAI, and I'm ecstatic. I have Rebel Queens with me. Hey,
Hey!
oh my gosh, you want to take a second and introduce yourselves and like what you do in the
Yes,
band?
I am Tiffany. I am the Rebel Queen. I play the vocals.
Our fearless leader.
Our momager.
I'm Lou. I play bass and backup vocals.
And then I'm Josie. I play lead guitar.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. We may have discussed this before, but I am a huge fan of your music. So always excited to have you all on. Happy to hear new music is out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the new EP, Pretty Feral.
Yes. Yeah, we just put it out a couple weeks ago. Boy, what should we say about it? Where to begin?
Well, it's got two amazing originals that we came up with.
Amazing.
Collaborated with. And then we also have a wonderful cover of Def Leppard on there that you should definitely go and check out. It's on all streaming platforms. But yeah, those two songs, I think they're definitely heavier and really are bringing a kind of different and new element to some of the other songs I've heard.
Yeah, for sure. Like Bad Bones, I think that's my personal favorite. I like Shoot Me Up because it's a shred song. So it's like, it's fun to do that. But some about Bad Bones, it's got a good energy. And I don't know, it just hits you. Hits you right in the chest. That's why I like that song. And then the Let It Go cover is just a blast to play for us. And that's, I mean, Def Leppard's probably one of my favorite bands. So I think this is just a party album, man. It's a party album. It's good rock and roll, but it's got a message. Yeah. Tiffany worked really hard at crafting a message, especially around Bad Bones. So it's a cool piece of music.
That's awesome.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
We never get right, so this is exciting for us.
Yeah.
I love it. So what is kind of the message? What were you kind of trying to portray, and what was like intentional here?
Yeah, well, I did want to kind of have I did want to kind of make it be like almost like a party album where it was just like, yes, like every song you could just listen to. But it is only 3 songs. It's not a full album. But yeah, they're both different. But Shoot Me Up is kind of like, it's about chasing highs, and it's the highs and lows of chasing highs, actually. Just living life to the fullest and just going out and getting it. But then there's also like, you kind of can get burnt out in this and that. So kind of goes through that. And Bad Bones is just, the system isn't necessarily set up for everybody's success of this world. And, some things we always say they have good bones. It has good bones. Let's just keep building off of it. But you know what? I think it might have bad bones. So let's just tear the whole damn thing down. That's what that was about.
Well, I love it.
We can't mention on
Let It Go is about a special time with
a loved one.
You have to throw in a little sexiness in there too. So that's kind of what we're all about, really. Kind of like empowerment, chasing highs, and
sexy.
Sex. Yeah.
Make it sexy.
But make it sexy. Real stuff, but make it sexy.
Yes, those are the rules of life. So you're just like following along. I love it. Getting that message out.
Yep. Balance. But mostly sexy. And a lot of hair.
A lot of hair. You got to do that. I'm really good at flipping my hair around, but it is up right now. Otherwise, I would demonstrate.
Next time, do better.
I will, I promise. I'll be front row at the next show, one of the next shows, and I'll whip it around. Promise.
Let's see it. All right, I'm here for it.
You'll see, and you'll be like, just step back. Please stop.
No, I want to be eating hair while we're playing.
We'll get you on stage.
Sometimes I literally see my hair like flying off into the distance when I'm like on stage. I'm like, oh gosh, my hair's gonna land on someone. It's gonna be great.
That's rock and roll. That's what you do. Well, you all have been like very busy. Always a lot of shows going on. I feel like every time I've been thinking about I want to get you on the show, and then it's like, oh, they're at a show right now. They're rocking out. They're backstage here. They're backstage here. They're showing us all this behind the scenes stuff. Like, what is going on? You know, we've been very busy. We're like, which is great. Like, I feel like even during COVID, you all were just like rocking nonstop still. Like, thanks for not stopping the rock. Like, you got to keep it going.
Yeah,
How
yeah. If you just
how is
find the
all this
motivation
going?
to keep going, or you're still inspired by it, it's like just keep going. You know, I just have always found ways to just. I'm still excited about it, so I just keep it going.
Good. It's good. What are some upcoming? I mean, are there? I feel like there's always a lot of shows on the docket. So in August, what where can people kind of find you? Are there a couple places or
Yeah, yeah, I think we had like 8 shows. We just finished playing 8 shows in July. So August, we're gonna be at Sturgis for a week, full throttle. And then we have like a couple weekends off, or maybe even just one weekend off. And then we are rumored to play the state fair on August 27th. It's waiting to be confirmed at Coasters, which we played last year, and it's always a blast. Love playing the state fair. And for some reason, it's just like so many new people you get exposed to, and they're just like, wow, like their energy is great because they've never seen you before. And not that it's not also fun to get returning fans, but it's also fun to get like, the new people in there, and just new people be excited about you. It's fun. So that we'll see if that gets confirmed here in the next couple days. We're playing at Riverbend Music Festival in Owatonna, August 26th. And then we're like headed to Chicago and doing some different stuff. And September is extremely busy as well. I built a hefty schedule this summer. Yeah, so we're in the thick of it right now.
that's awesome. So many chances to check out Rebel Queens live, which is an amazing show. And it's nice. There's some new faces in the band. So it's never a bad time to check out Rebel Queens, I think.
Yeah, you never know who you're gonna see or what you're gonna hear.
Exactly. You have a deep roster, players, songs. You just keep it going.
We got a million songs on the list, we just keep adding. So
That's incredible. What is like now I'm just getting off in the weeds a little bit and a little behind the scenes, but what is like practice like? I mean, how long do you practice? Like you have like that many songs and you have a bunch of original tracks, which is awesome too. And just like kind of how do you keep all that in order? Like I don't know what
yeah,
my question is really.
I know where you're going. Sometimes I think it would probably be better because we could like craft a show and have like 90 minutes of like this is our show, but like then there's just always it's just fun to like we're taking over the place for the night. So I like to play with other bands, and that's really inspiring and really fun, but also it's fun to be able to go in and we are the band for the night, we're the entertainment for the night, and just seeing people from the beginning to the end of the night is just and they stay all night for 4 hours of us playing, like that's pretty fun, and it's just that's a fun part. So I haven't given that up. Who knows if we'll give it up in the future, but yeah, so we practice like once a week for a couple hours, and kind of just anything that we notice like that may have gotten messed up at a gig, we're like, hey, we need to run through that. And then like sometime during the year, every year we make time to work on original songs and just always expanding stuff for the show, and that's somehow we make it happen in a couple hours. We have pretty productive practices, which is nice. We can stay focused. So
And we all, for the most part, practice on our own. So it makes it nice. Practice done at home, rehearsal at practice with the whole band. So it makes it pretty efficient.
I will say Josie practices at home. I'm not sure about everybody else, but we appreciate her because the lead guitar and vocals, it's just like constant solos the entire set. Between you and I, and so it's a huge sound of the band. So we appreciate Josie and her practicing at home and working so hard on everything because it really shows, and it's a huge part of the band.
Well, and it's funny you asked, like, how do you keep track of all this stuff? And I remember when I first started the band, I'd never been in a band where you have to know like 50 songs, right? And you have to be able to pull them up. And this is something musicians all over, gigging musicians do all over the place. I'm like, how's everybody do it? And your brain just does it. I don't know. It's just like
It
knows
does.
all these things now. It like, takes out important other information I should know, like
It's not important.
when are my bills due? When is this? And it's just like, okay, Def Leppard, Panama by Van Halen, those are priorities right now. But you just do it. So it's just kind of like a weird thing. And I think people that do it are like, yeah, I mean, there's people I've seen that have a whole catalog. I mean, like 100+ songs that they know. And it's just like, how do you store all that in your brain? I don't know.
Yeah, when I think about the lyrics, or if I actually think about it, I have no idea what they are or what to say, but it just like comes out when you're playing.
I bet it does, but gosh, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's always a great time seeing Rebel Queens, but like, it's so many songs and they're all amazing. You all do amazing performing them all. And it's, I don't know, that's incredible. It's just incredible what your brain can do.
Yeah.
Forget about the bills.
Thank you, brain.
It's the rock and roll brain, yes.
What about, let's see, how about, what are, like, do you all get to see other bands or other concerts through the summer? I mean, I know there's some festivals that you plan, or there are bands that you like to see, or some that come to town, or like, who are you kind of inspired by?
Well, we just watched Vixen. We played at Moondance and we watched Vixen, and that was so fun. Like, they're a band that also gets like new people involved, and like that was just fun. That was one of the highlights of my summer, honestly.
That one.
I don't think I've ever seen them before.
That one, and then seeing Dorothy.
Oh,
stage
yes.
At Rockfest. That was really.
We saw
fun.
Pantera.
We
Yeah,
saw
Pantera.
Pantera.
That was pretty
at
crazy.
Rockfest.
That was kind
And then
of
we
a
got
bucket list.
seeing Dorothy is an incredible. If you don't know Dorothy, you should. But she's incredible. What else is coming up? Are you going to any shows coming up? What do you know more than we do, I'm sure. Tell us what you know.
I mean, we're coming up like that's about what, the last month plus of like outdoor shows. So I mean, getting to those outdoor venues and seeing bands perform outside, like State Fair is always a great time to check out a lot of new bands and everything happening. And trying to think what other good things are happening in August. I mean, I feel like so many people are doing, like Palmer's does the outdoors, and like Hook and Ladder, and they all do. I mean, and I know thankfully that was like a shift that happened during COVID, just like one of those brilliant ideas where it's like, oh, we have a patio, why don't we just put a stage up here? So just a lot of fun things like that. And I'm trying to think what I'm doing in August. I'm gonna try to find Rebel Queens at some point for sure. I gotta show off my hair.
Come out to Sturgis.
Get in the van, come to Sturgis. Let's go.
Yes, that would be so fun. But I am super jealous that you saw Vixen. That's amazing. That's a band I would love to see. I love playing them too. Like they're amazing.
It was in like 100-degree direct sunlight, but it was worth it.
It was.
Oh my gosh, I bet. So, all right. So August, you have quite a few shows going on. September, you said you have a lot happening. Can you give us a couple shows happening in September?
Yeah, gosh. We're playing in Chicago on September 1st at Reggie's Live. September 2nd, Sunday of Labor Day weekend, we're playing at Otis Tailgaters in Cedar Rapids. Is it Cedar Rapids? Is that the name? Cedar Rapids.
I think it's Iowa.
Yep. Yeah. And then September 8th, we're playing at Main Street in Hopkins. We're playing at Serums. I want to say it's September 23rd. We're playing at Serums in Anoka, which we haven't played there in several years, so that'll be fun. That's kind of like hometown-ish for a couple of us. And then at the end of the month, we're going down to like Mankato area somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
On the 30th. Sweet. So we're kind of getting around Minnesota here next month. It'll be fun.
That's awesome. There's no excuse to, okay, now I feel like I just said a couple double negatives. No, you have to see Rebel Queens. That's all I'm going to say. I was going to try to say it did not come out right. just so go see Rebel Queens. There's no excuse.
We're pretty much playing in your backyard at some point. So
Contact Tiffany for us to play in your backyard. We will.
I
we'll
only
play
charge
anywhere.
$1 million.
Cash laying around, we might stop by.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I know these are a lot of things, but anything else happening in the Rebel Queens world that we need to know about?
Boy, I think I really put out all the dates that are in my head right now. So
I'm impressed.
Is there anything else that's big coming up besides what I've said? I think that's kind of.
I think that was kind of.
We already put the EP out. We already did this. You know, we're gonna hopefully make a music video this fall. That'll be fun. Early fall, late summer. We'll see. There might be a lot of fire. We'll see. Might be firefighters. I don't know.
Ooh.
Fire.
Need any extras?
Yes. There we go. Yes, with the hair.
Yes.
Yes.
I can do it. Okay. I'm about ready to take my hair down in a second.
Do it.
Team up.
Hair flips before the end.
I know. Okay.
All right.
All right, watch it. We're gonna take these out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worth it.
I had to. It was just like happening. It was just like
Yeah.
giving me that vibe. Like, oh, Rebel Queens. I gotta take the hair down and flip it.
Yeah.
We have that effect on people. So
It is true. I do notice this happening a lot at the shows, not just from us.
all
Well,
men.
they're doing the circle
They
swing.
grow 4 inches of hair somehow on the set.
Josie on coffee, it's dangerous.
I love it.
Dangerous combo.
Keep this going.
Drink up.
And a chug.
Right.
Chug.
Is this a Starbucks commercial? I don't know.
Shotgun the coffee.
I'm a shotgun this coffee right now.
Keg stand, coffee keg stand. All right. This is becoming feral.
Yeah,
Pretty feral.
This is pretty feral. I know. I love it. And my hair came down. You're on it with everything. The dates, the coffee, the everything.
The unhinged
This is-
behavior.
Yeah. I know. And we are recording this in daytime, people. So like this is, who knows what happens at night.
Hey.
We wake up like this. It's never
You're
right.
Well, Rebel Queens, thank you so much for joining me today. It was so fun chatting with all of you. Congrats on the new EP and all the shows. And I will see you front row with some hair flipping, I promise, soon.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Krista.
you.
Always nice
Thank
to talk.
you.